Welcome back to the channel. On this video I'm going to show you my copies on vinyl of A Broken Frame, Depeche Mode's second album. So first of all, here's the UK copy, the basis of all the comparisons, with the absolutely wonderful cover photograph. See, it's got three singles on here: Leave in Silence, See You and The Meaning of Love. And let's take a look inside. So very striking iconographic, and then we've got the lyrics and a couple of three photos of the three members of the band there. Alan Wilder was signed up to help them out, play synth on the tour for this album, but he wasn't included on any of the studio sessions for the album. And the label's quite a colourful label, matching the inner sleeve. Here's the French version with the Vogue logo in the corner there. Tracks are the same, there's no difference in any of the tracks on any of these I'm going to show you, and it says distribution Vogue PIP on the back there, so you can tell it's French. And the other tracks, well, I'll go through all the tracks. Leave in Silence, a single, My Secret Garden, Monument, Nothing to Fear, See You on side one, and then Satellite, The Meaning of Love, A Photograph of You, Shouldn't Have Done That, and The Sun and the Rainfall on side two. So let's have a look at the inside of this one. So the inner sleeve is pretty much identical, although it's got this different clip on there. And the label is almost like quite a modern 90s label, you know, Violator period. It's black, but obviously it's got the old Walking Man logo on there for Mute Records. And then another 1982 original release is the German version. Pretty much identical, apart from this time you've got the int number at the top there. And this is int 146804. Let's have a look inside. So this time there's just a shiny, heavy paper insert, and the colouring slightly more orange in this text rather than yellow. And then the label is a typical blue, West German as it was, Mute Records label. And then a recent purchase is the Greek version, and this is one of the things that prompted me to make this video. And this has got a sticker on it. It says Galaxy Records and Cassettes, G. Thalassinos 11 Metaxa. Yeah, it's got the phone number and all sorts on there. And this is on Polygram, or distributed by Polygram, should I say. And it's got some quite distinctive Greek writing on there as well, even if it didn't have the record sticker. The colouring is slightly different again. And then the insert, same as the German. Again, the colouring is even more wacky on this one in terms of contrast between the light and the kind of orangey yellow and the red. And the label is almost the opposite of the French label. This is white with black text. It's got BIEM on there, and 982 copyright Polygram. There's various versions of this one, but that's the one I've got. And it also says Mute 4500 there. 4503, sorry. So that was one you haven't seen before, and now for one you have seen before. This is already featured in a video that I made of some Japanese LPs that I got. This is the Japanese promo of A Broken Frame with the distinctive obi strip on it. Here's the back. Advertising Speak and Spell, Upstairs at Eric's by Yazoo, Prince 1999, and a Devo album. Oh no, it's Devo. You can see here Sire with the distributor in Japan, and inside we know it's a promo because it has this text that the actual proper release doesn't have, this Japanese text. It probably says something like for promotional use only, not for resale. The lyric sheet in this case isn't coloured black and white, which is a bit disappointing really, given the Obi strip's full colour. But I don't know if the production one had a coloured one, maybe this was just for the promo. And then also included is a single-sided Japanese language information sheet. And then another new addition to my collection is the Australia and New Zealand version. There's no actual date on Discogs as when this came out, but I'm thinking it's contemporary, probably 1982. This is on Possum Records. And it says manufactured and distributed by EMI Music Group of Company Sydney, Australia, distributed in New Zealand by WEA Records. All rights of the producer and the owner of the records, work reserved. Apart from that, back's pretty much the same as the Possum Records logo. Completely different colour insert sheet, not an inner sleeve, an insert sheet. So it's white with this very orange text, the same photos again in the lyrics, and a very orange and yellow logo on the back. And again, I think like the French one, we have a white label with a really big Mute Records logo, and then also a smaller Possum Music logo on it. And then another new addition in slightly less good nick is the Italian version. And funnily enough, the photo on Discogs looks, it's got this really heavy ring mark as well on the photo, which I thought was quite funny. So this is the Italian copy. Distribution Dishy Records SPA 1982 again. That's what it says at the bottom. Again, that's the only indication on the back that this is an Italian version. And the inner sleeve is very similar to the English version. The cutouts are slightly different at the top, I guess. Same artwork. And then the giveaway with most Italian records of this period is you have this kind of authentication stamp, which I think is to prove it's not a fake. Original price sticker on here indicates it sold for £3.50. I wish. And then the other two copies are quite modern copies. So the first one is the US copy from 2007. This is on Rhino Records. Actually, it is another recent pickup of mine. So it's got Reprise, Sire, Mute, the new Mute logo because it was 2007, and Rhino on here. This one's a gatefold. All these reissues are gatefold, so it's got a nice portrait of the three band members, and then it's got some more photos there, and an essay by Daniel Miller. And the disc itself is a nice heavy 180 gram disc. And it's gone back to the original design of the UK first release for the actual label. And then the inner sleeve is slightly different. It's got the photo on the back there from the photo shoot, and it's got the lyrics there, but it hasn't got the big icon on the inner sleeve. And last but not least, because it sounds brilliant, is the Ever So Shiny 2016 European re-release remaster, but I think it's based on the same pressing as the 2007 US version. This is got the Sony Music and the Legacy logos on, and the Mute logo there as well, and obviously a barcode. Pretty much identical inside to the US version we just looked at. And so too is the inner. And label itself, no surprises. Same again, but it's just got the different logos on it. It's got the Sony and the Oxy label on instead. So that's all my copies for Broken Frame. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, give it a like and share it with your friends. Thank you very much. Cheers. Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to take a look at my copies on vinyl of Black's Celebration. That was a good intro, but completely wrong.